Over the last few weeks, age verification has slowly been making its presence even more known. Age verification was thought to limit kids from accessing adult content, such as last year there was a bill that was passed. Places like Texas, you can't watch adult content unless you verify. Other places like in the UK, you can't watch that same content without verifying your age. However, in recent times, it seems as though that they're going into more other services in the hopes to protect minors online. These aims to protect children is starting to seep into other areas that begs the question, what are the true goals of the government? Take Discord, for instance. UK users are now being subjected to age verification. You have to be a certain age, but even then, now you gotta verify your age to say who you are, how old you are. People found a way to bypass this simply by using Death Stranding 2 and a selfie from the main character. Next, the UK Spotify users are now being required to verify age to use the app. Granted, I think you could use Spotify without an account, but I'm pretty sure you have to. But the case is that if you can't verify your age or the app deems you too young, your account will either get deactivated or deleted if 7 days go by and no actions are taken to verify age. Then YouTube comes out and they say a lot of stuff and it confuses some people. Kind of reminds me what happened with the COPPA situation where they said you can't make content for kids. If you do, it's going to be limited. There's not going to be comments and things of that nature, with some people questioning, is cartoon or anime content in relation to kids? Is that made for kids? Well, this same question is popping up for age verification because YouTube comes out and says, hey, look, if you're watching content that might make it seem like you're a kid, or you're making content or whatever you're searching for, that's going to go into the algorithm to beg the question, is this a kid using the app or not? And then they're going to ask you to verify your age. They will look at your age of the account and other factors to determine if you are a kid or not. I don't think searching up Sonic or Dragon Ball Z is going to make you look like a kid. Searching up those accounts that has those family vlogs where it's focusing on the kids, they're doing a bunch of cool stuff, toys and all that stuff, that's probably gonna tip the system off. Like, I don't think this is an adult watching this type of content and searching up this exact thing, or like playing Minecraft plus that plus some other stuff. You're gonna look like a kid using the app. With age verification making itself the biggest enemy since net neutrality, we're faced with times potentially of oppression and limited privacy. And it just got worse because there are reports now that Rockstar Games is working to implement age verification for GTA Online. This will be rolled out in the near future by region. Verification may be needed to access GTA Online or certain features such as phone messages, text chat, Snapmatic. They may be restricted until you can verify your age. Now with GTA Online, likely will be hosted like say PC, PlayStation, things of that nature. So it's going to be a separate system service from your main service. So let's say you buy GTA on your computer or on your system, you may still need to verify your age inside of that system, and that's going to cause a lot of problems. Or say for instance, even if you have GTA Online, say you make a character, but let's say you make a new character, like, are you who you say you are? Verify your age. So even if you are an adult and you have a kid who wants to play on your account, they make a character, they might be like, are you actually who you say you are? And that might get implemented. So right now, there is a heavy push against age verification. There may not be a lot of people who know about this. This might have a negative impact on the game industry, more so on the sales potential of GTA 6. GTA 6 is one of the hypest games that's going to come out next year, but with this thing rearing its ugly head out of nowhere, it might actually have a negative impact on the sales potential of the game. Because let's face it, a lot of kids play GTA. You probably was a kid when you played GTA. Granted, we don't even need numbers or anything to confirm that is true. We know it's true. Maybe there might be a case where PlayStation and Xbox and perhaps Steam and Epic Games can verify age through your credit card use and things of that nature, so then that way you're okay. But what about the person that doesn't have that at the disposal? They may not be able to verify age, or they may need you to upload a ID. But in the case of Xbox, PlayStation, now you have to go through their systems and then they have to transfer it to their systems. Is there going to be some privacy concerns? Maybe some people want to keep their identity hidden online, and this might expose a weakness. What if these systems get hacked and then now people have your information and your ID information? So they got easier ways for identity theft. So it's like, are these systems going to be more secure than the average systems that can get hacked at any moment, and then they now have more information so they can pretend to be you? So it's not a case of just privacy, like I want to be able to say all the crazy stuff online, but what if you also want to make sure you're not giving too much information in a case of the system getting hacked? Who remembers the 2011 hacking that PlayStation have, or who just remembers any hacking that occurred for any of these systems? So the fact that they're asking for age verification, depending on how it will be, this might just expose more identity theft and other issues at faults. Even if that's not the case, it's still intrusive ways that they want to verify your age. Ultimately, people don't want this. You need to fight back if you disagree with this. Do not buy the next GTA game if possible, and boycott these services if they implement this. Heck, if they implement it for any game, you should probably fight back. Many don't want age verification, let's be frank. And while it's being positioned to protect children, at what point is it just sacrificing our privacy? It comes across as control, and people won't sit back just to let it happen. Or maybe most of the player base don't care until it's too late. Imagine being fired from your job because you were too mean to someone on your team in a video game. Oh my god, bro, you suck using that gun. You go to work the next day, you're fired, Bob. Why? You said someone sucked in a video game and we got notice from these systems, so you're fired. That might actually be the future we're headed towards. Do you really want this? Let me know down in the comment section. It's like one of my first videos on this channel, so if this video does very well, I do hope to occasionally talk more about what's happening in the game industry, or just concepts and topics pertaining to the game industry. Make sure you guys hit the like, subscribe. Let's try to get like 50 subscribers, and I'm out.